Hi everybody, how you doing?
Hi.
Wait all this time to adjust my chair.
It's Tuesday and we're back.
We're back from everywhere.
Oh,
Back and well.
We've literally been around the world.
Well, and we're hopefully well. I'm still a little got my sexy voice, but you know.
I have larger throat.
I know, we're old, so we talk about our aches and pains.
Yeah, we're just happy to have you back.
Hi. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
For sure.
We'll take her horsey here any way we can get her.
We're glad to be back in the Wonder Basement.
Yes, I'm glad to have everybody back.
A little less squishy than my studio.
And we're going a different direction. I mean, last week when you watched us, we were little.
I know. It was like, oh, it was so. I hate it. Actually, last week I was sick.
Yes.
Well, I've been sick for about 4 weeks, so thought I was getting better a couple times, but you know how that goes. So, Amazon Prime Day was last week. 2 days of Prime Day, and
you know the picture online that you see where the wife for Christmas or April Fool's lined up all the empty Amazon boxes when her husband came home because it was funny? That was Tanya's real life.
Well, my husband's been buying golf clubs on eBay, so every day we get a new golf club package, so I don't feel so bad.
Does Jeff golf? Just thought I'd ask.
I don't know. He really likes golf clubs. Honey, do you golf? In his dream world, he does. Anyway, he likes to golf, but he just doesn't always get to golf. So, anyway, he's got some. He's gathered. He's felt the need. This is off topic completely, but he's felt the need to go on eBay and buy vintage golf clubs that are really like the best that were ever made, and he's getting them at really good deals. And so he's bought 2 sets of golf clubs so that him and the boys can go golfing if they ever want to, because I'm not going, because I went with Sherry and Carissa, and every single time I got a migraine, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this. This is not working for me. I don't mind shooting the golf balls and having fun, or riding the cart, but I'm just not into it. But anyway, so we now have 2 brand new, like, really good sets of golf clubs.
The upside is it takes a long time to play 18 holes, and your house will be very quiet while they do their boy bonding.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yes,
so
sometimes that's a good thing.
So anyway, but I was buying DSW stuff, and I bought a lot of stuff. So I went online, and last week I got a new webcam that we will be able to go live in our private group that's for demonstrators only. So we're going to try that probably in a little bit just to test it out, but so that we don't have to mess with our phones. Because what happens is when you go on Facebook Lives and you get it all set up on your phone, and then you have your phone this way and you hit the button to go live, then suddenly it says, please rotate your phone. And if you don't rotate your phone to this way, it will put you upside down. It will put you like all kinds of stupid things. So you have to, and we cannot figure out why our phones and Facebook don't cooperate better. But I've read this across a lot of social media sites that it's not an uncommon problem to have. And sometimes you do exactly the same thing every single time. You know, you do exactly the same thing you did last time, and it doesn't work. So hopefully we will have alleviated that problem, and you will get all 3 of us so that you can see us and so that we can see you.
So we have this camera, and it works really well.
We like
it. This software doesn't go into.
Did I just drip everything?
I don't see anything.
This camera doesn't go into our private group because the software doesn't go into private groups.
And so it's kind of cantankerous. It's just a little bit cantankerous.
So we thought we'd solved one problem, but then
we created another
fix all of it. So, you know, when she was sick, then we also have a Facebook group that's private just for us and one of our other friends, so we can practice Facebook Lives. So on Saturday, I'm just like going through Facebook, and there she is talking to us with a new camera.
Yeah, because you know, when you're sick and you don't feel like doing anything, you can still shop online.
So we meet once a week and we put a lot of hours into our business just trying to figure out the curve to social media and how to change our businesses. So for those of you who get frustrated because you can't do things right away, we completely understand, because we've been doing this for almost 18 months.
Seriously?
Yes. It's
Wow.
been
We're not newbies anymore. We
Nope.
can't use that excuse
No.
anymore. But we keep learning. There's new problems that pop up.
And as soon as we think we have it mastered, they change something or
So.
tweak it a little bit. So again, we give people a lot of grace on social media, so we hope that people will do the same for us.
Yeah.
I had an event yesterday. I had a downline event where they got to come and see the new product, which should be online in just a matter of hours now, where everyone can look at it. But I put together some projects for my group, for my team, that they could make, and I used the same kit that Stampin' Up used on the cruise. So when we got together and did our make and takes, we used, this is what Stampin' Up had us make. So these are the 3 projects that we made while we were on the cruise. And it's, again, when you go to look at it, you'll see that kit in the holiday catalog. It's adorable. And it's one of those, it's a $70 bundle. And
This tinsel is just...
it's adorable.
love
I
the
need
tinsel.
rolls of tinsel.
Yeah.
Stampin' Up, I need more tinsel because it's so cute. So we did that so they could take pictures of it. It's similar to the Rosie bundle where it comes with a stamp set, framelits, tons of
Super
DSP,
cute.
and some embellishments. For people, it's going to be especially good for people who have never had a holiday card class. This is a great way to get it started. So Stampin' Up gave us some samples, and I wanted to do alternative things. So again, this is Stampin'
really,
Up.
Lily? Lily says there's no Stampin' Up catalog on the website yet.
Not yet. It'll be on 1 o'clock their time.
I don't even know what time
means
it is here. What time is it here?
Gosh, so that would be like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 o'clock our time. So there's my version of what they did. So we did a 3x3 card, and then they had us do a note card and envelope, which is super cute because they had us round the bottom corners, and it works really well in our corner rounder. So here was my version of that. Again, using their same things, just the same kind of idea and layout. And then I went a little rogue on the last one because this is the one they had us make, and I wanted to use some of the pretty peacock paper. So I did this because I love this row of packages that's in there. It's super cute. It stamps 3 packages, and then when you cut it out, it cuts out 3 separate packages. So it was really great. They used the Stamparatus, and it's just, I was really pleased with the colors.
Well, and there's some new peacock, or some new foil papers in the catalog.
Yes.
The holiday mini that are
that are
just
peacock.
stunning.
Yes.
Stunningly beautiful.
You'll like what's coming up. So after being in Greece and Rome and all that stuff for a fabulous 10-day trip, thank you again, Stampin' Up, I came home and created this for my downline, and then I have camp this week. So I'm going to show you my camp cards really quick, and then I'm going to pass it off to the rest of the group. So one of the camp cards, I saw so many different things while I was gone. I cannot tell you who did what or how they did it. I just know that I liked it. So I liked this layout of this card.
That's really fun.
Yeah, that is fun. I like that.
It's one sheet of one sheet of cardstock, and you just cut it, and then the piece that you cut out is this piece over on the side. This side. Okay. So I liked that. Then I loved this little retirement person, and I haven't had a chance to use him yet. So I made a little tag, and if you haven't gotten this beautiful ribbon yet, it's fabulous. It's the little crunchy, I don't know. I got
It's
it.
the...
Yeah, I got 2 rolls of that when the catalog first came out, and I haven't used it yet.
Oh,
I got it right here.
love it.
It's called Rococo Rose Gathered Ribbon.
Yeah, there
I
you
like-
go. It's
I like
lovely.
crunchy better.
Yeah. And then
Crunchy
Ruby,
ribbon.
my granddaughter, loved this unicorn. So this is Gammy's unicorn with the pigment sprinkles. And it has a little glitter on it. So you can see my unicorn with glitter. And so the people at camp are going to get to play with the pigment sprinkles. I love this designer series paper. It's got a shimmer to it. If you can't see it, it's got a little bit of shine to it. This is always backwards. If I don't look at myself, I'm better off than if I look at the screen.
Just don't look at the screen.
So it's really pretty. I love the shimmer in the paper. And then of course this is my favorite Hostess set. It's been a long time since I've had to buy a Hostess set, but this one I got right at the beginning, and I've used it several times, and I love it. And this is that fun ribbon that's leaves. I cut it off and stuck it under there. And then this is the last project they're going to do. We're doing a lot of coloring, so those of my camp girls who love coloring are going to like this, because this one we did a little bit of coloring with watercolor pencils. And I used the, we're running it through the embossing folder. I have that chicken wire background.
Here, we'll just do that. We'll just go big.
I'm home. I shouldn't be. It's not like I'm on medication. That's yours.
She's
that's
still
your reasoning.
a little shiplap.
Yeah, that's what we're calling it. But there's a lot of embellishments on this, so it's hard to see.
And she's still on drugs.
I've watched a lot of Joanne and Gabe.
There you go.
Shiplagged is what
So
it was.
I have my Fun 6 projects. I have some fabulous cookies that I will share with you, and I have some wonderful candies that, since I bought them in Italy, I came home and have been on the search because I wasn't going to share until I could find them here. I found them, so I will share my candy now. I shared with you guys today.
Yes,
She did.
Yes, she did. She told me yesterday when I was at her house for her little business meeting, she's like, you can only have one because I don't know if I can get any more. And I'm like, I'm not taking one because I'm not a one-piece kind of girl. That's just the way I am.
She's enjoyed them today.
Yeah, I have. I've enjoyed them. Well, while my
She's
friend...
calling it, somebody said jet lagged. We know it's jet lagged, but we were calling it ship lagged because it was a cruise.
Yeah.
It was just
It was
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're kind of all about the puns. Okay, while the girls were on vacation and I was sick at home, don't you feel sorry for me? No, I was determined to kind of just enjoy some stamping and creative time, and I have the Path of Petals stamp set, and it's the one that has the oval framelits in it.
That's so cute.
It's really pretty, and I'm always a little afraid of stamps like this because to make sure that they line up, you know, one on top of the other.
I don't have this. Let me look at it.
And but that set is a really good set, but in the catalog it's got a lot of sayings, but it doesn't have a lot of other images. And so I realized that the Beautiful Promenade set goes with it, and this is the set, or these are the framelits that I got last year at, was a year ago April, like 18 months ago, I guess, ish. But I had to do the display stamper
It was
things
2 years ago.
Yeah, it was almost 2 years ago. So, and I really never used the set at all because I got it, and you know, the catalog came and went, and you know, I hadn't stamped with it. So what I did is I pulled those out, and then also the paper that is
The Pressed Petals.
I think that's, yes, the Press Petals group.
Did you use the
Let me find
Stamparatus with that one set that you were having a hard time lining up? Would it work with it? Or would that not really necessarily be helpful?
It probably would. I didn't even think about it because that's not my first go-to thing. So this is the whole grouping is the Press Petals suite, and so I had all of these things. I really like the fact that Stampin' Up gives you, like, you can buy the whole suite with one price, and you get all the stuff, and boom, you're done.
And the little journal is adorable.
It is really pretty.
It's really cute, and all the pages are.
If you want to see it, put a comment in, and I'll get it so you can look. I haven't done anything to it, but it's really pretty.
Yeah, mine's cute.
So, but what I wanted to do is this paper is it's a little bit thinner paper, and it's sometimes when it's a photographic paper, sometimes I think it's harder to work with, just because it's a three-dimensional item that is one-dimensional, and so how do you create some depth in it? So my goal was to build layers on these pieces that I've done. So the first thing, I found this frame at IKEA, and so this is where I started. Let's see. Okay, so I started with this back piece, and you can see I've done some, I've taken the argyle and I've stamped on the back of it, and just kind of filled in. And then I also used the flower. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I've stamped on the back and just kind of given it a little more weight in the back. And then I wanted to layer on and then I took the frames, did the framelit in the stitch frames, and I just kept building on it. And then what, I don't know if you can see from the side, I've pulled out the excuse me, when I talk I start to cough. I've done some dimensionals, and then I've done the peacock.
I love the washi tape around the outside of the frame.
Oh yeah, this is the washi tape. The other that comes with the petals. All right, you guys, you need to talk for just a second because I have to cough. Excuse me.
Okay, I will go then. So I was also on vacation, and before I went on vacation, which I think this is the first time ever, like I had all of my camp done, and when I do my camp, I do it in buckets. So all of my projects were done. They were already filmed, ready to go on YouTube and post while I was gone. All of the stuff in buckets, which was good for when I left, because when I got back, it was all ready. But the bad thing I hadn't thought through was the Sunday I got back, then I had nothing. Like, I had nothing. I had nothing to go on YouTube. I had nothing to post. I had nothing to work on. So the first day that I sat down, like, my office was clean. Well, except my daughter had been working in there, so her stuff was all over my table. But I had absolutely no creativity because I was tired. I was jet lagged because I had not been on a ship. I had been on a jet at very early in the morning. So when I sat down, my daughter had gotten the Welcome to the Team stamp set, the office one, and it was laying on my table, and she had not used it yet. She wasn't totally thrilled that I was using it first, but you know, you leave it on my table and you leave a mess of my stuff on my table, then I'm going to use your stamp set. So this was kind of inspired by when I used to work, and I thought if you were taking something to the office, since it's an office set, and you might want to make it. So this is our pizza boxes, and you know, in the holiday catalog there will be gold ones, so you could kind of do the same thing, and use the gold box. It would look cute in a gold box, but it looks cute in the white box too. So I took a pizza box, and I was thinking if you were going to take it to the office or to school or someplace, if you wanted to take the supplies with you, to make it with as few materials as possible. So I just cut down the 12 by 12 cardstock into 3 by 6, so it would make the 3 by 6 cards to go inside. And then I just took shades of green blends. So I didn't use any other colors of cardstock because I didn't want to have to mount anything. And then I just made little 3 by 3 note cards.
I see those.
And I just did all of them in the set. So I just let the blends do the work of like what background paper might do. Sometimes I did not stamp well because, you know, you go on vacation and you forget how to stamp. But this was for samples.
It happens.
So, you know, but the stamp set's adorable. So I just filled the box. So if you were at work, or if you were going to give this to a gift, or I know a lot of you do craft fairs, it would be a fun little thing that you could sell.
It's perfect for an office too. I mean, it's just like it reminds me of your friends that you know knew when you were working at the warehouse.
So, and I did it with a color scheme that if you had them at the office, they could be for guys or girls. This one here, the mug actually says "World's Greatest Coworker," but I just took that off, and then we like our Ray Dunn mugs. I don't think it's in the cam review at the moment, but I just inspired from our mugs. I just took the Well Versed stamp set. Is that what? Well said. Well said.
I think it's well said.
And just added the word instead.
That's really cute.
And then the little envelopes, the 3x3 envelopes go in here. So just made that. And then the second one, it was still laying on my table. I tend to be, if it's laying there and it's easy to get to and I don't have a plan or I'm not making something for something. So this one is inspired by my office, my wall, and then I just went with the whole Well Said bundle.
I love the bridge.
Which it's still kind of a bundle, even though you don't get the discount, right?
Yeah, it is. It goes together.
Yeah, it goes together. So this one's going to post on YouTube today. It's ready to go up. I just haven't posted it. But that's literally just the Well Said.
So is this gray the new granite?
Yes.
It's cute.
So I was on green kick.
Like it.
And this has the Noble peacock rhinestones? Because they should be on everything.
I think so.
Oh, they're beautiful.
There's new Christmas ones.
They're holiday
Yes,
rhinestones.
holiday
and they're beautiful.
peacock rhinestones.
They're beautiful.
So when you could almost do the same card for this and do a Christmas, because I've also been doing a series on my YouTube of copying, and so I've just been copying myself. But you could take this and make that a Christmas card.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
I like
pretty.
the way you did the background.
So that's what I have. You know, we've only been back for a week, so not even a full week. Yeah, a full week.
Maybe.
So
Yeah, 'cause
gotta
we
ease
did- you
yourself.
guys-
But I had camp, so I worked. So ease yourself back into it. Gotta
That's right.
pick up
Can't
the
do too
creativity
much.
slowly.
Okay. I think I'm okay for a moment, so I'm going to go quick. So again, I wanted to create a class that you could have background. So you're building up with some of the photo paper and then the stamp sets coordinating. So this was another one I did. And this one is, I just started out with a shimmer cardstock and then just actually created my background. And I'm a more is better, more is more, and more is better kind of
Or it's
person.
fabulous.
Yep. So I just kind of kept going, and actually this piece that I had on the, that was just an extra piece that I had stamped that leaf on, and as I have all these pieces laying around, I keep them. And, sorry guys.
She may need some Italian candy.
You need something. I don't know. Okay. So this is the last one. I'll show you the other two, and I'll type what I did. So that just kind of fell on top, and then I just thought it kind of turned out pretty. I apologize, guys.
You're fine.
Okay, I'm also a big person. I like to do the inside. I thought this would turn out really pretty. What?
Because you're trying to use few words. You just
Yeah.
said I'm kind of a big person.
Oh yeah. There you go.
It just struck me. It's so funny. Sorry.
This is killer, man. All right.
Quality viewing here. Oh, we've had
We
a
don't
day.
have a mute button. Sorry, guys.
And we don't have pretty music.
So
Because otherwise Facebook turns us off.
this is a gorgeous set. And then this was some scraps. This was actually a piece that I cut off. Whoop.
I like that one.
I have two.
And I love having this little guy on the top. And I don't know how you nail it, but I just cram it in.
I have a
Just bake.
question if you
Yeah.
can answer it.
Mhm.
So the stamps, do they stamp on these?
No. This is just the die.
And,
And
if
this-
those little
and then I
stamps went on
colored-
those.
And so, and this behind here is one of the photo papers.
Oh, it's really pretty.
Yeah, it's
And then
gorgeous.
this little thing just kind of fit right inside of it. It just turned, I mean, it was a joy, and it would be fun to do at a class because everyone would be successful.
So I didn't know if those lined up on those anyway.
Not that I could figure out. They might, but I did not see that. I didn't see this stamp right here anywhere. If anybody has seen it, then I just colored it in. And I do love these little flowers. These are fun to do.
Yeah.
You also
So-
have this one.
Oh, and then so that was that whole kind of set. And then I ordered the note cards and, what are they called?
Memories and more.
Yes, the Memories and More, and then the note cards and the small that go with them. And man, this is an awesome class. I love this sailing away.
It's really cute.
I just love it.
Mhm.
And then I did the pink rhinestones on the thing, and now I'm done. Excuse me. Whoa.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us today. It's been, once again, a wild ride.
Yes.
But we will be back next week. We have some upcoming events that we're really excited about that we're going to talk about in a minute.
Yeah, we're going to do another video just so we have 2 videos that we're able to post. So you can hang around, and we'll be back in just a minute. I think it's probably getting time for catalog. What time is it?
Oh no, we still have an hour. Yeah, so we'll get a catalog soon.
Yeah. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes. We're going to clean up our mess so we don't have a messy. But if you're in Indianapolis or in the Great Lakes kind of area and you're interested in coming to our September event, then hang around and you can find out. Yes, we are doing, and Lily, we'll talk about that too. She asked if we were doing Lansing. We are doing Lansing as well. So if you're going to be at the on stage in Lansing, we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But we wanted to be able to upload this to YouTube without the event information, and then we wanted to be able to have the event video separate.
So thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
I can't talk, guys.